Hey everyone, this is Bart and Stacy from the Sound Couple, and we are off to a Friday evening gig. It is about 61 degrees and raining, and yesterday we were sitting at 90 degrees. Go figure.
Yeah, so this one was scheduled to be outside in a pavilion at a local ballpark. We got plenty of lead time now that we are going to be in the concourse, so that changes the logistics. We actually got to make contact with our contact person there and see how we're going to load in. So I'm glad they made the call, but we've been really lucky. Kind of a strange year. It's still a drought, kind of second year of a drought, but we've had gigs canceled because of weather, and some because they just canceled because of the rain, others because they canceled because it's too cold. But the good news for us is that either the gigs like today and some other ones we had in the past that you guys will see by now, we've had good contingent backups. Even though it's always great to be outside if you can, having those backups really takes the stress off of us in dealing with the weather. So that's been a good thing. The other thing I just wanted to quick mention is the Future Bart thing here, is I'm going to link back to the video that we talked about vehicle maintenance, and we realized that vehicle maintenance is not that sexy, fun topic, but I encourage you to go back and look at it. And the reason why is because the whole part about knowing your vehicle. And we've had the truck here in the shop a couple times now, and we were able to get ahead of some things that could have been kind of a major security thing. We had a brake issue where if I hit the brake hard, the van would lurch to the left. And then we also found out, as a result of that repair, we had a broken stabilizer bar. And the stabilizer bar helps keep the vehicle on the road, especially in the case if you have to swerve to avoid something, or a person or a tier, whatever. It just feels really good to drive this car. Today will be a good gig. Hopefully this concourse will be adequate for us. We saw the pavilion. The pavilion would have been great, but they want the event to go on. It's a corporate event, not too late, but should be a good one, and we'll see you guys when we get there. One more thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention in take one, this is take two, is reflecting back on this year. I think Stacy and it was going back to the comment about the gigs we were taking and avoiding or not taking, and that is we've probably turned down more shows this year than we ever have. And some of those came back with better budgets, some didn't go, but we are still busy, and busy enough. We are feeling good about the gigs we're doing, and I think that is a shift for us, is that we don't want to take a gig to take the gig. The gigs we are taking, we want to make sure we're feeling good about from a budget, from who we're working with. And as hard as it is to turn down some of these, I think I feel good. Stacy's happy. She's never minds a day off. So just remember to stay true to yourself and do what's right for you and your business, and let's keep pushing all together to get these gigs and budgets where they really deserve to be. Just wanted to throw that in. We're off to the gig. Okay, we're walking out. We got the van parked out here. Stacy's there, doors are locked. You know me, Mr. Paranoid. But she's in there with the doors locked. We got our directions on how to get back there. And now we also got permission to pull closer to the stage, which is gonna save us a ton of work. So talking it through, being calm, but to admit I was getting a little bit anxious there for a minute, because I didn't want to have to load through here. This would don't like street loadings and going up steps, or could have gone up there, but this would have been a pain. So I think this worked out as best as it could.
Do we get to park out here then?
Oh, it says do not enter, but that's where we're gonna go.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Rolling.
All right, these are the instructions we were given. So we got authorization to do this, to go into the do not enter. But this was the plan that we had from the beginning, because now we're coming in from the back of the stadium, and this is where we would have been right here.
Oh, darn. That
Yeah, I mean, talk
really
about
nice load in.
that would have been perfect. But now, oh great. Are we gonna be able to get through? Barely.
Do you need me to go shut that door? Or?
No, it's just navigating around this car and making sure I don't hit the...
Are you you sure?
And this, again, is the great reason to have a van. And we just can't go under the where the overpass is there. We can't. They want us to stop at that point, but this beats having to cart it along here. This would be a nice place to watch a ball game right from the van, huh? Right?
Yep.
Don't get this view. Good, how are you?
Good.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Is that where we're going?
Yeah, they're gonna put up a couple more front.
Yeah.
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 They're gonna put up a couple more front pieces, but we're facing that way, so
Okay.
yeah.
I have another gig to get to.
Okay.
I have like maybe like a half hour.
Okay. Well, I mean, just get it set up. How many lines do you need?
Just one.
Okay.
Unless you want to give me DIs. Like I have two keyboards going to I only have one out. So I can just do one out.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. So whatever. You're here, so you can go pick your spot.
Okay.
You play your spot.
All right.
First one here gets is the winner. Focus on.
Do you want?
Yes.
Well, that's what I was getting to, honey. What's your method to my madness?
Stacy says there's a method to her madness. I don't buy it. I wonder if we get creative with that side at all. Instead of putting the speaker on the ground, do we put it up on the stage maybe? You know what I mean? And then use the short pole? And then, because otherwise if we put it on the ground, it's going to be blocking sight line. Who's got the power cord that needs to go in? That'd be us.
I'm gonna crack it if you want to pass it to me, and I'll close it back on.
Okay. Yep. We gotta get it. So where's the
I'm gonna go in and figure out where we can get it in, but it should be on this side.
Okay. So that's what I was saying. Put the horns over here.
Yes.
And then maybe we can put a light tree there.
Oh.
Right?
Yep.
So we can probably move that if we have to. God, I don't like this. Hey, you got this.
Do you want to go up with this?
Do I want to? No. Do I think we have to? Probably. It's gonna just. Otherwise, we're making space up here, but we're just totally blocking everything. So we won't need that. Where we ended up parking right underneath the bridge overpass. So the van should be good. We got our DeWalt mobile lock set along with our trusty alarm, but we have quite a haul back to and it's raining right now, so the van is staying covered. We are way over there. This is the thing about gigs like this, guys. The logistics can just eat your time up, and you need to account for that. And to be honest, we were kind of on the back end of our time. We'll be okay, given that I had a sense that this alternate location would be a little bit more challenging. It's a Friday, we're taking off work. There's only so much you can do. Just stuff to think about when you're doing gigs like this. When there's contingent plans, and there's especially a venue like this, which is, you can always just build in an extra hour at least, just moving vehicles and getting around. They've been making this pretty easy for us. We got our power, I'll show you that. I've dealt with places like this, football stadiums, and there's always something. You're never gonna get away with easy stuff. Easy in the sense that they're just bigger venues, more space to cover, more things that can come up. This is where we were gonna be, right over here, but it's raining right now, and even though we probably would have been covered, obviously the guests, or I shouldn't say obviously, but the guests wouldn't have been, and that's no good. All right, Stacy's back at the stage. She's way over there. It's nice though, isn't it? Again, it's another too bad we can't play, but that's the breaks. It is 3:26. We're making progress. We were slowed down on that initial logistic, finding where we were, but we're getting things together here. We decided to ground stack that side. We put the undercovers there to protect those. We've already had a couple people show up, so I don't know if the sound check at 4 is gonna happen. And then we decided to put, as you saw, we put this up on the stage this end. We kind of lost some space here. Every time I do a talk, something loud comes by. But we'll check in a little bit, but this is the way it's looking, and I think we'll make it work. We are getting set up. A couple things to note here. Stacy's up running the stage. We'll be doing some line checks here real soon. I don't think this quote-unquote sound check's gonna happen. I don't think that was actually instructions from the band, but just wanted to bring up our ramps here. I think there's a lot of options today. When we got ours, there weren't a lot available. They were quite expensive at the time. We've already had some, well, not the vehicle, but we've had a golf cart of some sort and other foot traffic. So again, these are come in handy for that. Not only do they provide a safer way of getting through, but they're also protecting our cables. We'll get this cleaned up a little bit here. I think we're getting set. We got creative and used the chairs for the monitors since the stage wasn't as deep as we thought it would be, and they're not able to extend it out. We're gonna get things rolling here, and I fired up the system. That's working, so that's all checking out. God, my short-term memory here. They provided a lav mic for the program. Tested that. We're gonna use 2 of our wireless mics here, or yeah, actually it doesn't matter, but these 2 actually tested those. So I'm gonna head up on the stage and start checking monitors. They're setting up the screen, I guess.
2 1 2. Hey hey 2. Check 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 check. 2 2 2. 2 1 2. 2 2. 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey. 2 1 1 2. 2. Check check 2. 2 1 1. 2 1 2.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been like a couple years, I guess. Yeah, not this year, I know.
2 1 2. 2 1 2.
We check to make sure that this thing is up all the way, the volumes are up, just because it's quite a bit. Speaker and then the other one. Input. Should be, there's one that's down. Line and speaker should be cranked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah?
Check 1 2. Hey. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 2 2 2. Hey. Check check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 2.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you know. Yeah. Oh, I just.
2 1 2. 2 2. Check check 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay. Check 1 2.
That's what he got out for. Yeah, it's, you know, at first it's like the tour was like sales perspective.
Oh, actually,
Now, but he was just like,
we got, it's not critical like right away. Yeah, we can get, actually,
he got like a.
there's down on the ground, we can get it. You see it way down there?
Looking around,
Check 1 2 2.
all the way around, except like there's those seats like right on the side of the stage.
Check 2 1 2. 2. Hey.
So I.
Hey. 2 2. 2 2.
No, I took some pictures. Maybe you, I mean.
2 1 2. Check.
Got some time. I mean, yeah, and I guess so. The string section are mostly bringers from down here.
2 hey 2 2 2
There's
2
also
2. Check.
but then yeah, so that's the section. I didn't recognize it.
2 2.
The drummer's name is up there. Something.
2. Check 1 2. 2, check, check.
Yeah, right. He's looking pretty good still.
Tied up.
Yeah. Never seen so many ladies over 50. Ready. Yeah.
2, 1, 2, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2. Two, 1, 2.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, we meet again.
Yeah, at last, we meet again.
Hey, it was actually right across the street almost up in the
Oh, at the Abu oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
We're on tour.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick mic drum, making up the drums. I sometimes put them like this. Sometimes I'll put them like this. I'm gonna say this is my secret. Some guys have asked about that. I get good results this way. The other
Just for the
thing
snare.
is we put a windscreen on this one to, because it's on the snare drum, and just protect it from any stick wax. And I'll usually put it on the other side just so it's out of any striking distance of the stick. And then
Kick,
fourth
snare,
tom,
hi-hat.
I'll usually put in between any cymbals so it's out of the way.
And then the ever fun hi-hat one,
We don't
which
like
always gets Stacy.
we don't like to bring stands. We just like to forget stands. Which this was the wrong stage to forget our stands. But we use this claw, shorten this up, and so I mic from the bottom, and just because that's what we're gonna do, and because I think it picks up less other noise and you can focus more on the hi-hat. Usually I put it off just off to the side like this.
And why is it again we don't typically do overhead mics?
We don't have to do an overhead mic in here because this is going to be already a volume nightmare, and we got vocal mics right here. There's going to be no problems picking up cymbals. If we were doing an outdoor show or a bigger outdoor or concert type show, then maybe we would consider the overheads. And then we have our drum snake, which is just a collection of different mic cables that we tie wrap together in 3 different lengths, 2 for kick,
Three,
snare,
yeah.
and overhead. So
Yep.
those are longer. And then we got them all labeled, 1 through 8. And we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Quick tutorial on hooking up drums in the sound couple world. This is the way it looks. We just coil up the extra here. We run everything under. Typically, like we're using, we don't want the kick drum mic to fall over, so we'll put some tape down. We also got the horn of the mic stand underneath this carpet, which keeps it pretty steady, but usually we'll put some tape just so it doesn't move. And then we'll run our cables around. Sometimes we'll run them under the stand. Just kind of depends. And then running them around the mic. These clips do have these, the Sennheiser 604s have these tabs, but they're just not very convenient with the standard mic cable. So we just loop them around and they stay out of the way. All right, everyone. So anybody that likes the way our drums sound on any of our videos, well, I'm giving away all my secrets. Except Stacy will never. We usually do a loop around.
Okay,
I
so
think
this is a good tutorial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about this as much as running it, looping it around there. That's his stand. We just
Here?
Just one is fine, honey.
One is fine. We got it.
Just so it doesn't go straight down. I think that just looks.
Okay.
That looks corny. I'm sorry.
No corniness here.
Oh. Okay, drums are set. We're gonna actually check them. Find a place to park?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I think I'm good. I don't think I'll get towed.
We gotta get this other side.
Yes, we do.
Okay, I think we're done. That's good.
Is that right? Right? The snare?
Yep.
Right.
That's good.
Tom one.
Hold on one sec. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, try it again. Floor tom. Floor tom. Okay, hi-hat. I don't have it. All right, well, I don't know. Do you know why we don't have it?
I'll go check.
3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, have your attention, please. We have handcuffs at the bar. She went to school with my daughter. Yes, and she is also a wonderful human being. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I won't disclose your other job, but you understand, my people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's it sound?
Very loud, and I'm sure I said.
George, can you hear me? George, can you hear me? Wave your hand. Thank you.
Louder, a little bit louder, now it's good. I think. My glasses don't work that far. Up more, or put the mic near my mouth. Okay. I am so grateful for everyone who's setting this up tonight. It will get warm. Don't worry. We won't. We can cuddle. It's too cold. We'll have everybody dancing so that they can warm up instead of staying in one place and shivering. Did you? Calling propane heaters. Does anybody have any propane heaters? Those little space patio heaters?
Just wrapping up. Here's Stacy. We just
Boy,
had
that's
some
kind
food.
of a cool view.
Yeah, we are way down there. It's a nice view up here.
I don't think this at every gig.
Oh, that's a drop off there. But we're gonna be heading over. The band starts in about, supposedly in 15 minutes. I don't see a lot of people over there. I do see some water continuing to trickle in. Hey everybody, we're gonna be starting shortly. There's Carl. We made it. Stacy's firing up the dongles.
Making sure they turn green.
Like green dongles. Can you reach that okay?
And hence the reason for my little, what did I call it? Cheater.
Should be just one press, Stace.
Yep. There we go. Put that in.
Is this ours?
Yes. All right, one more.
Okay. And then it's always the pressure moment. Are they actually going to turn on? That's always the big if. We tested them early, but even when you shut them off, you just never know. Oh, she's already at it.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, let there be light.
Yep.
For their program, we'll just put the whites on, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You have a community, you have safety, and you have shelter.
And healthy environment for them to thrive, and that's getting more and more challenging as we face inflation and higher cost of living throughout our society. But we're still here, and we are stronger than ever before. I think we can all say that. The pandemic certainly brought me to my knees personally, day after day.
$5,000 level. Can somebody do $5,000? Raise your hand at $5,000. Right here at 5. Number 389 at $5,000. Anybody else? Right over there. What's the number on that for you, Paul? 272. I'm going to come down here on the floor because give that one a round of applause. That's fantastic. 272. Backstage, doing the backstage run.
It's a 2 for 2 aboard the Cessna Skylane or Beechcraft. It is super cool. Time and air traffic permitting, you will fly out of lane and enjoy a breathtaking panoramic aerial tour of the Twin Cities.
So I got Stacy out mixing, and the singer, female singer, got here right before downbeat, and I heard that there was a gate. The gate to the path perhaps was closed, and that's our way to load out. I suppose technically we had to load out through the front, but I want to pull right up to the stage. So I'm going out here and checking to see if that gate is open or closed. If it's closed, we got to get it open. We got to get our truck in here. And I don't want to be on our loadout and then we're trying to figure that out then. So I'm heading out right now to see what the status is. I went and checked it out and it was not closed, so I think we're good, but I didn't want to find that out. We're gonna just running. I think we're gonna be going on break here, and I'm not sure if Stacy knows how to start the break music. Not a lot of people here anyway. I'm gonna get running up here. Stacy, the good news is that we got to end a little bit early tonight.
Yay!
And that's pretty typical with these kind of corporate events, or this was a fundraiser tonight. It was everything we expected, pretty much, as far as like how these crowds go. So a couple things tonight. Bart kind of lost the battle with the horn section tonight. I haven't had a night like this in a long time, and we can look at the acoustics and everything like that. It was not a great night overall, as far as just, I had this lady just take my head off. I think I showed you guys, I pretty much had everything out of the mix. I did have everything out of the mix for the majority of the night, except for the vocals and the
kick.
Nah, I didn't even have that out of the mix. It was, the band was pretty loud on stage. This would have been a better night, I think, if they would have kind of eased into it a little bit on that first set. Almost like maybe I've played a jazz set, I think people just weren't ready for it, and they were a little bit loud, and I kind of just lost it on the horn mix. And I talked to them tonight. I was kind of just at a loss. It's like they just keep turning it up, and it was actually feeding back. So it was just kind of just wiping that one out. There was something else I was going to say about tonight. Oh, the other thing is we ended up helping. They had like a program that was pretty much an hour long. That wasn't something that wasn't communicated well. I tried to get us out of it. I won't go into all the details, but the discussions were fine. I think we got our point across. We were hired for the band. We weren't aware that there's this big program going on, but I guess the lady, she had a lot going on, and I went up to her because they were going to run the program, this other person, and I could just tell she had a lot of stuff going on in her head. And I said, do you just want me to take care of it? And she just looked at me like with this big like, thank you. So I guess that's our good deed for tonight. The sound couple, I guess that was our giving back to this organization, is that we provided an hour free of AV work for them. You know, and what do you do? So that was it. So anything else, Stace? I think we just played the good cop tonight, or I don't know, the good Samaritan. I wasn't gonna get all ruffled up about it, and it was actually kind of fun watching the auctioneer. So he was fun, funny guy. So that's it for tonight, guys. That was the Ballpark sound couple. Woo-hoo! We got to pull right into a baseball stadium. That doesn't happen very often. The staff there was great. Everybody was really nice to work with tonight. So it was a good night in all of that respect. We had a good meal, which is always good, and they brought us coffee, which is even better. We'll see you guys at the next gig. Good night.